So, good morning, everyone. Um, yeah, let's see what we're gonna do today. First of all, nice to see you, Faros. Can you quickly react if you can hear me okay? Yes or no? But then I can start with basically the stream and the introduction of what we're gonna do today. So, hello again, and welcome to this stream. I see we have 4 watches now, so we're not to start. First of all, can you all hear me? Because that's basically very important for stream. If so, then just send a reaction that I will start with the content of this first session. Um, yeah, I will already start the screening, so now we can all see what's gonna happen. And today we're gonna talk about Rome. Oh, volume is low. I can crank it up maybe a little bit. So this film, and else just put your voice or put your sound higher. That will work too. But at least it's working, so that's fine. So let's start. And today we're gonna start with Rome. So we have basically all the buildings done. We have almost all units finished. So it's time to start decorating the city. First of all, a short look at Rome. Put this off. So here's the first start. And yeah, we made the start of this aqueduct, a small pond, the small village in the front, the first wall, few farms, and the rest of the mainland across the river. Let's update these ones. Oh, this one. Yes. So let's take a quick look into Rome. Basically very empty, but that's how every region design starts. So Andy made the base file with some important buildings in. The most important one will be placed over here. So the Palace of Rome with the circus in front of it, and then some fora area, um, some villages, neighborhoods, temples, and training facilities. But that will be all for later. The first big part will be this center, so the palace, the circus, and the cliffs. Um, Talking about the cliffs, we're going to use a new approach, and that's visible over here. And it's a new type of cliff made by P, and it's a kind of fortified cliff. And with this one, we can give shape to the entire city. So instead of just a natural look, we're going to give it a human-made visual. So every capital city or every region, every civilization has a few vanity items, and let's check them out. So those are the bushes. Let's take the one of Greek. Oh, these are the ones of Egypt. So a tube, a rectangle one, and every one has a fountain. So like this one, or this one for the Persians. And then some civilizations have a flagpole. So the Greek one and the Egyptian one. And basically these four things, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, will be the start of this streaming. So therefore I prepared a blend file with already the setup of the flagpole. Let's crank up the lightning a bit, like this one. So basic flagpole, standard, and a flag, the start of the round bush and the rectangle one. But the main thing of today will be the fountain. I already prepared a small part of the fountain, and let's give it a texture now to show you all how it really looks like. So we're gonna attach one, and let's see, it should be the E drive, textures, and then it should be this one. Yes, so here we have it. And from here I'm gonna start to show you the design. P made a kind of concept. Let's take a look at it one very quickly. Should be somewhere here in general. Yes, and here we have it. So this is the concept made by P. 4 quarters, all with their own water bassin, and in the middle a kind of statue or bigger structure. So there we go. Get rid of this annoying clipping so we can zoom in. And now it's a matter of starting. First of all, I will fix these black parts. Sometimes this happens just by the direction the part is facing. So we can easily flip it around, mesh, normals, flip. And also the other side is bugged. And let's flip it as well. Mesh, normals, flip. And mesh, normals, flip. So there we go. Then we're gonna get rid of the main statue. Maybe we're gonna use it, but there is a chance we are not gonna use it. So it's better to put it in a separate object. Yes, object, Shift D, edit, delete, and for the duplicate select inverse, delete, like this. And now we have two of them ready. As I promised in my previous stream, I should show you, or at least give you a preview of the palace. And that's what I'm going to give you first. I don't have a texture for it, so I'm going to put it on black and white. And then it's time to show you guys how enormous the palace will become. And there we go. So basically it's this main part in front, and then multiple versions of this one will be placed around it. Be dynamical, so maybe a little bit rotated. Maybe rotate this one 90 degrees, like this. And this one just as normal. 180 degrees, like this. And then together with some smaller versions, we can create the Palace of Rome, like this. And that's how the complete palace will be built. So the model is almost done, and just a matter of importing it into the game and seeing how it will, yeah, take its place inside Rome. We already should have a kind of impression of how it will look like. Let's see if I can find it very quickly over here. Yes, so here we have it. So the first load-in will give an idea, something like this. And then we have those side parts on both parts of the building. And then in front, the circus. So an impressive, large building, larger than any other building we have in the game. I will also put on, oh, wrong one, the, where is it? Ah, the chat. So, yes, basically, Athens will look like a village, and basically every region will look like a dummy part. But that's the approach we're gonna look for. I want to make Rome as expensive or looking expensive, enormous as it was in the times. But this will take time, and but hopefully bring us something very, very cool. So let's move this building aside, and let's focus again on the small fountain. And I'm showing you this fountain also because we maybe gonna start a 3D development challenge. So where everyone can drop a 3D model, and the winner maybe gets his building inside the game. Of course, we will modify it where needed and change the style compared to what we are looking for. But yeah, it is your chance to have your private building inside the game. So now it's a matter of finding the right balance here. 1, 2, And 3D modeling doesn't need to be that difficult. Of course, the palace looks enormous and maybe it's a little bit too big to start with. But yeah, the palace is just a very basic one. I can reuse parts already in the game. And the next step is to enter some stairs. So let's get rid of these trees for now. L. So with L I can select an entire mesh, and with G I can move it. Is it? $6.90? We'll do it later on. Could you say so? Because that can be changed somewhere, but I have no idea why, and it will take me some time to find it out. But I will ask B next time to turn it to higher quality. So now delete these ones again, and yes, like this. So as I already said, we can reuse existing buildings. So here I'm going to copy the stairs and rotate it minus 90 degrees and place it over there. And then it's a matter of making multiple steps above each other. How many do we need? I guess I can go with 3 of them. Yes, like this. Put them in line with that shape and extend this one. Now I can join. So it's Ctrl G, I join them. And now I can yeah, that's true, but not the best thing to say. At the same time, due to the virus, we can make these streams. But of course, I wish all the best to the people who suffer for it and hope everyone will get fine as soon as possible. So here we go. The basic setup, 4 quarters and the stairs. And now it's a matter of filling in this part and going up into the height to make 4 streams coming down into these baskets. And therefore we open a texture, likely the Temple of Vesta. Here we go. Maybe not the best one. Do I have the other one in? No. Do I have this one? That is the bath. Should have it as well. Textures. Carrier. No. Not in use here. Here it is. Let's take a look at that one. If you have a fitting texture in. Okay. You do not like to work. Why is that? It should work at least, but okay. Oh, wow. That's stupid. The wrong one. So this one needs to be the Temple of Vesta. Yes. And then material 1 and 2 needs to be the other one. Diffuse, color, image. And then textures, not in use, path. Also the other one then. And like this. There we go. And assign. There we go. Let's see how this one is wrapped. That's what I imagined. Sadly, you unwrap them. And move again in place. First these ones over there, rotate 90 degrees, like that. And then place where it needs to be, there. So it needs to be over here. So yeah, in order to make Rome, we need a lot of objects. So everyone with a good idea, everyone with 3D skills, why not trying and see if you can make something very cool for us. Okay, here we go. Then part above, this one, this one, and all the other ones. Not the best approach to it, but okay, it works. F, and I Shift E then. And then merge by distance, and crank this up till all the corners are connected. So like this, and then do the other one manually. Merge. First this one, second, merge, last, merge, last. Same over there. Merge, last. And also these ones, merge first, and this one is already connected. So now I can select all of them and make face. Yes, there we go. Move them down, and there we go. In order to make it a bit easier to texture this one, I'm going to split it in half. So therefore, I'm going to cut it using the knife tool. 1, 2, cut, and 1, 2, cut. So now when I unwrap this, it looks horrible. Unwrap from view then. Yes, there we go. I can overlay them. Scale. I know. And scale 0, x 0. Scale x -1. Placed over there. And the same for these ones. Scale I -1. GI. There we go. And then it's a matter of placing this object just somewhere. Let's see which one is better. Maybe this one works better if I can place it on this one. What's so difficult, Spaniard? Just the tools or what I'm designing? And down again. So here it is. So this is the start. Not that hard. It's easy, yes. From us guess it. It's just a matter of copy pasting some stuff. Texturing is not that great to do, but at least the unwrapping is not that great to do. But this part is not that hard. Time to put in some trees. Always nice. What's going on with you? Yeah. Both. Ah, come on, Spaniard. At least you can PvP. I can't. So all our stuff. And maybe some of you have the luck to play against me because it's almost a guaranteed win. Why are you like this? 180. Yeah, I get it. It's maybe hard to follow because of the keys I'm using. And he basically has to guess which ones I use. Why is this tree that stupid rotated? Let's place it like this. Okay. Are you that bad? Sounds like a challenge, mate. The only question is, do you hunt? Yes or no? Because if you do, then that's almost better than I do. I always started hunting, but I'm always too afraid to send my villagers out of my base. So I hunt the first deers and then directly switch to berries. So if you use multiple hunts, then you're already better than I am. Oh, great. And I basically can't handle it when someone rushes his villagers to my small village and build a barrack nearby. I basically have no idea he's doing that. And then I lose within 10 minutes. That's how it goes all the time. Okay. The next part then, going up. And therefore, I'm gonna use this lady. Let's take a look. Not in use. Path. Yes. And again, just a matter of copying stuff we already have. Using the lady. And oh, I see I miss this one. And there we go. Move it to my fountain. From above like this. Scale it down. And then we're gonna move it up. Time to get rid of these gray circles because they don't match with my idea. Verticals, there as well. And then the other leftovers. Oh, I see I have a slight material error here, but therefore that will not be that hard to fix. Oh, yeah, true. That will be something I need to fix. It looks a little bit too narrow. Giving it a bit more space will already fix that problem. I see I beheaded the lady, so let's fix it as well then. Or give it a slightly different face, it's also possible. Let's do that. New material. Image, where are you? Diffuse. Image, and open a Smurf head. Why do you have that great ideas? But I guess they will not allow it, sadly. But I will sneak one in somewhere. No idea where, but maybe there will be a Smurf inside Rome. You never know. It's, in my opinion, it's needed. Everyone needs a Smurf. Come on. You can't have Rome without a Smurf. That's not possible. Material, and let's change this to material as well. Material, there we go. And then plus, and let's give this one the bath texture. And it's E textures, not in use bath. Okay. And let's assign it then to this one. There we go. Okay, let's give the lady a head. Winged guy statue is ugly. You don't like her beautiful face? I do. But only the face. Too big? You know you can scale, right? There we go. Hey, Zane. I was already waiting for you. So, get rid of the ugly winged lady. Uh, that was not. Yeah, this one is right. Okay. Let's check how big it needs to be. And to put it inside the middle of the bath. Wonderful. This will work better. That looks cool, but it's just one key. So this was a kind of tube, but I will make it into something different. So therefore, let's select these ones and scale them inwards and upwards a bit, like this. Let's find them. And move some of the verticals up. So it's completely made out of gold instead of stone. There we go. And let's see if we can make through rows. Like this. And then the next part is what all of this should be done to every single unit. What should be done with every single unit? Faces. Delete faces. So what I'm going to do now is get rid of these parts to give space for an overflow. And therefore I need to delete basically all of them, creating them. Yeah, units is basically more a matter of texturing. That's more something Chaos does all the time. Because modeling inside units is not the most difficult things, basically because it's very, very low poly. And low poly means that Um, it doesn't have much of these triangles. Ooh, personal estimation of Roman release. I have no idea. But with this lockdown of the Netherlands, I have plenty of time. So that's also why it's called streaming sessions, because multiple streams will be done because of the free time I have currently. So there we go. 90 degrees should already be done. Yep. And let's move this one. No, I didn't. And I basically have no idea why people are doing that. Why on hell do you need that much toilet paper? But just basically, why? Why? Do you need it because you are afraid you don't have enough tissues, or because, yeah, if you buy all those conserve or those pots of beans, then yes, then you need that much of toilet paper. But come on, it's not that I'm gonna shit more now I'm locked up at home. But if any one of you have an idea, then post it, because I'm very, very curious why people are doing it. APM. Welcome to my noobish knowledge of gaming vocabulary. Almost there. Yes, this is the last version of Blender, and I do like it better than the previous version. I don't know exactly why. Yeah, I have some things that I like better, and one of them is this real-time rendering, and I have put it now on. Let's take a look here on my world scene. If I put it on lightning scene here, I can kind of render it real time, and it's way easier to model objects. Also, some tools are changed, some directions are changed for hotkeys and shortcuts. It's almost the same, but some of them work better now. Also, some nice additions are made into the Rigify tools, which helps me a lot. But there are not that many changes inside this Blender version compared to the other one. Okay, now we have this tube. We're gonna copy it. Oh, I missed some structures. These ones. Okay. Scale it down and rotate it 45 degrees. So that means the water flows from these vases into the first pond, into the second one, then into these percents, and then the lower one. likely the lady needs to be put a little bit back, like this, else the water cannot flow into the bassin. Same for this one, maybe a little bit smaller to give the water effects later on a bit more space, like this. Okay, so there we go. Stupid trees again. Why are you rotated that much? Everyone should be able to just blend them correctly, like this. Okay. Yeah, I like it, but I want them to be a little bit higher because they are very close to each other now. This will already be better for the first level, and then the second level also needs to be a little bit higher. This will do it. Okay. Let's put this one this again so it's not that shiny anymore. And now it's time to put in the parts in between. Let's see what we can get out of these buildings. What do we have here? Not directly something I like. I have an idea, but first of all, it's time to fix those trees before I forget and see where we can put them. Seven. If you guys have ideas, then. Oh, did I miss a question? Because in 7 I explained why I like 7.2 better than, or why I like 2.8, 2.9 better than 2.7. But if there was another question, then ask me again, because then I likely missed it. Let's see if this works better if I put them over there. Where is the opening? How does this look like? This fits better. Likely I will change it again, but it's something, but still not what I hoped for. But let's copy it first to the entire fountain to get the idea. Because yes, this one is way too narrow. I also have a question for you guys compared to Rome, and that will be shown in a minute or two. We'll copy paste these ones, because it's very important to know before before we can actually design Rome. One. Yes, there we go. So let's take a look at Rome again. There we go. And the question basically is, do you guys want Rome to be walkable? And with walkable, I mean like the city defense quests. Because now with, for example, Now it's still walkable, but when you extend this aqueduct over the road, then for example this part will not be walkable anymore. And same for the fora. Um, the more and more objects we put in, the less easy it will be to move your army between the different sections of the map. So do you like that, or show us legionaries please? I only have this one in right now. And this is the, as far as I know, the first one. So the one without gear. Not that special, but it seems you like it. Okay, what I already said is that I have an idea which one to put in. I see I don't have it here, so I will look into the game code. Set this one on be right back, so I can easily access the code without showing you all my subfolders, etc, etc, etc. And over here, yeah, it's basically one of the buildings in Rome, in the Roman set. And I guess it is the victory one. It's in the generic folder, generic decorations. Triumph column, I guess. Triumph. Triumph Hall. Triumph Hall it is. Triumph Hall, Triumph column. Yeah. And with a tool in our possession, we can swap them between blend files and game files. Yes, there we go. And let's get back to the stream. And now I can import it. Import fbx and dfiles Rome are generic decorations Roman vanity column import. And there we go. This one is the one I hope for. Delete this one. 0.01. And this is basically how it goes all the time. You can do it the hard way and model everything by yourself. But once you have certain certain objects and certain buildings, it's way easier and a better workflow to just copy paste existing ones. Not only to make it easier for yourself, but also to make the game more consistent. Because as long as, or when units and certain meshes return, yeah, buildings start to look like each other while still having their own identity. And because I didn't show you how this building looks like, I will show you in the editor. And it was the Triumph Hall, so that's this one. That's based over there. Here. So I just copied this part to duplicate in my fountain. So there we go. I want it to be a little bit narrower, higher. In the middle, one. Let's see if this is enough. There we go. bit more volume, and the same one over there. Like this. This last one doesn't look that great. Needs to be a little bit different. Maybe columns are better. But luckily we have them too. And they are inside the bath again. Yeah. Edit. And there we go. These ones aside. And it will maybe be better. Not that big. 180. And see if we can line them out. What is better? Guess this is better. This tilting outwards or tilting inwards. This one. Again, not what I hoped for. Maybe this will work if I put them underneath. There. That was already better. Yes, there we go. 90 degrees. And the last one should be somewhere there. Yes, this is better. And I see this one needs to be rotated. 180. No, that one was okay. This one. Rotate 180. Just one pillar in the center? You think so? Let's make two versions then. And let's see what it does. That was a version like this. Yeah, then maybe we need that's something like this. Yeah, maybe you guys are right. I guess you are. Let's keep this version. To also give us more space to do something with this. But if we take this approach, then have to change maybe lower part thicker, still thicker. Let's see. But then also the top one needs to be a little bit bigger. Else it's out of proportions. That's too much. No, like lower part. What's a lower part? Ah, okay. Get it. Yes. I will. And let's see what it does. Yeah, before I go further, I guess we're getting there, but I want one thing to be solved. And maybe you guys don't immediately see it, but I want this part to be fixed. Let's see. Yes. And then like this. Scale. Yes, there we go. And then these ones also. Yes, there we go. And do it for all the directions. Oh. And then we need to mix them together. Just one pillar going through both of them. Looks a bit weird that one thicker and one... Okay. That's something we can also try. We never know. Merge. But first I will fix these ones. Merge center. Else it really looks too weird. And then this... it's stupid, but okay. I should have done the fourth one as well. And this one. This would also always already help to give more, more meaning to the building, to understand the lower section better. Come on, merge. No. No. Yes. And then the other one, the last ones. You get to go? Ah, that's sad, but that's how it is. Then we likely see you, or likely see you later on. We have multiple streams, and we'll see how far we can get. Okay, I don't like the one in the middle, so let's get rid of it. Like this. Ooh, and now we get a difficult one. Because I don't want it to be filled completely. That will look weird. Let's see what's gonna happen. And this one. And wrap. And then the long side needs to be there. Yes. Almost, but still not completely. Bit too much, maybe. Let's do this first for all of them. F. And also these ones. You unwrap. And see how that works out. And yes, then the part between them, between different levels, is over. The skill 0, skill 0, 0, rotate, 180, skill G, and let's move it over there. No, that's okay. But yeah. I will do it a little bit different later on. Not for now. Back to this one. Let's see how that works out when they are both the same size. Yeah, this is just not enough volume. Good luck for someone who wants to construct this, keeping both the statue and 2 levels of water onto such a small one. Good luck. That's not gonna happen. It needs to be a little bit realistic. But something like this is already much better. And likely it also helped to put in a texture for this. Let's see if I have the texture as GPG, GPG, and that is difficult one. Let's check. It is Triumph. Do I have it here? Temple, tense props. Not in this one, not in use. Triumph, I have it. Oh. Where were you? Let's move it back in place. Yes, there it was. And then assign this one again. Image. And it was Triumph. Textures not in use, Triumph. Yes. There we go. Yeah, I'm still not against this version, but the combination is a bit weird. But this one gives more connection between these 4% and this first level. That means maybe this one needs to be changed. So let's make a third version then. Let's move all of these aside. Ah, come on. And yes, Shift D. And then from this one, let's copy the colors. Shift D. And let's hope but that's how designing works. You're constantly changing things. Yes, this looks better to me. And now we are talking about these things. Let's put in a few extra decorations. What is this building? This will be the fountain. Because every Civ has its own fountain. Here I can place them. Fountain. And we have a Greek one, the Egyptian one, the Persian, another Egyptian version, the Celtic version, Babylonian one, and then I miss one of them, the Norse one, kind of special one, and that should be all of the fountains. Yes. So as well as these ones, we need a version for the Romans. What did I do here? Something comparable. Here it's the same. So columns underneath and a kind of pillar in the middle. These ones have just one, but a thicker base, but not a second level. This one is a second level, relative small. Nah, I guess we did well. Like this. But first, let's put in some decoration vases. So for example, if we do a 3D development challenge, then something like a vase can also be a good model to make. Relatively easy to model, not that hard to texture, but still important for every civilization. So you don't have to think big, you don't have to go for an entire palace or building or a barrack or whatever you may think of. The slightest things can make a difference. For example, let's show you something we have in mind. So when I make this glyph, the Roman wall glyph, there you go, and let's update it so we have the right texture on top. Yes, here. Let's put some rocks in. Egyptian ones, these are better. That makes a kind of rock formation. few small ones. Small one over here. Let's see. No. This will do it. And then a small one there. Small one here. And these ones. Two there. Let's put a small rock formation over there. There we go. And a very small one over here. So this is the start, for example, a wall. And then we're gonna put in some bushes. For this one I have a different idea. So you can make it so it's climbing. I want the other one. These ones. So you can go up the wall and you end up there. Put something here. Small one over there. And then the other bush. Not this one. The Greek one is better for now. This one? Yes. Oh, this one is, yeah. Here we go. So also something like this can be a great one to start with. And this will basically be how main parts or big parts of the city of Rome will look like. And then only one part is missing now. I don't have a model of it, but I do have another one I can use for now. Oh, bridge side, this one. And that can be done like this. And with a kind of object like this, or like a potter, you can make very interesting setups for the city. So here we have a cliff, but it acts like a main structure in the city, and I put a house on top of it. Let's see which one here. You have this, and you have a lower part over there. Put them next to each other. Some villages. And a few there. Maybe a sheep. So all small ones, small objects help to give form to a city. And of course these ones are not correct, right? And these ones are also not correct at the moment. But once we update them, we have a cool looking wall. And the only thing missing now are these little flowers. The poppies. One there, maybe one here. And a bush next to the house. And you already have a nice looking wall. So also these flowers are very easy to model, but a great looking piece inside the city. Back to this one. I need those bridges. They will likely be in the Roman civilization. So with this is basically something I will repeat over a large part of Rome. So now it's here, but it will be, for example, around the entire palace. For this part, less high than this one. Maybe parts here. So now it looks like a natural setting, but with these walls and a natural fence, or at least no, an artificial fence, like this one, down center, Oh, damn it. Okay. The H4 down center has a kind of baluster, and that can be placed as well on this row. So, back to the fountain, almost done. Let's find the last piece in between. What happens when I duplicate this one instead of the round version? This one there, over there. Ah, stupid. Weird looking columns. Why? Can't they just be going up without tilting? There we go. And then rotate this one 90 degrees. No. Then the round one works better. This one works better. Likely I will change them later on after discussing it with the other developers. But likely we have here our fountain. Let's get rid of the other versions. These parts. I know. Something is off, so that means I have to change something. I don't know yet which part, because I like these columns, but I don't like the combination between these ones and the one on top. Also, this lady is way too big. Let's scale it down. That will also help, maybe. There is also another possibility to try out, and we gotta try it out. We gotta do it. Let's try something completely weird. And therefore, yes. Let's see how this works out. Likely it will be very... No, not the Smurf head. Okay, there we go. We're gonna try it out. Okay. Whoop. Now it's a matter of modifying the woman. Here we go. Whoop. Yeah, it is already a problem to get this fixed. And let's take a look at these ones. G Special dense move, always great. For now, let's do it like this. See how that will work out. How will this look like? One. And then 45. And if you do something like this, then maybe we don't even need the lady on top. Rotate. Not the best idea. We also have another one, and that's something also gonna test. And therefore need to get rid of the ladies. And basically when we have these two versions done, we can discuss which one is better. And that is a more traditional approach. Therefore I need... Where is it? Not in this one. Which one has that approach? Yeah. Yeah, really, that atlas is not in any Roman building. Nope. This one maybe. Also not. Yeah, I know it is inside the one of the other buildings, but I don't know if I have the texture on my USB drive at the moment. Let's take a look if I have them as well. Textures not in use. Temple of Jupiter. That will work out. Let's try it. Download the Age of Empires. Romans art. Generic decorations. Roman vanity. Temple of Jupiter. Then the download. And turn this into an FBX. There we go. And import it. FBX. Temple of Jupiter. Okay. And you see what this ID gives us. Okay. And let's assign his texture. Should be default diffuse image. The texture not in use. Temple of Jupiter. Yes. Let's try this one. merge by distance. L, O, L, 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 yes. We also have awards here, if we like to. Okay. And let's test this version. That's yeah. $45. Ooh, maybe it is a fitting idea. Then we need to remodel it a little bit, but that's fine. Here we go. And then only need to be this one. G set G. Is square instead of a circular one. And we can duplicate it to here. Let me know what you think of this version. A concept like this. Looks a bit more sturdy. Best so far, yes. I think so as well. Of course, and I need to remodel this part so this texture looks better. Now it's too stretched, but okay. Yes, at least this looks better than this version, in my arrogant opinion. Great. Okay, and then with the streams in, streams there. I guess that's better. Okay, let's see how we can modify these faces. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's assign this to the bath texture then. What is the bath texture? Or is it the Vista? Temple of Vesta. This one I need, yes. So plus, and it was material. Come on. Not this one. Material, yeah, material, just material. Material. Material, yep. Okay, and then G. Assign scale I. There we go. And the same for this one. Again, some modifications are needed to make it fit better, but it's already much better than the other versions. But this is basically how designing goes. You keep on trying and trying, and you know it's not right, but on a certain moment you hit something and then you know you're on the right path. So there we go. Then we need a few of the other ones, a few of the signs. Is the sign in here? No SPQR. The SPQR sign is in the temple or in the Colosseum. The wonder texture is also on my USB drive. Textures, wonder, open, edit. Then let's only copy this thing. Inverse delete. Okay. And let's see when it pops up. There it is. There. There we go. Edit. No. On the top part likely. There we go. This is it. Same for the other side. There we go. And then I need to fill in these. Oh, come on. Yes. And also this one should have that bug. Yes. 1, 2, F. 1, 2, F. There we go. Okay. I guess we have the best option for now. And I know it looks like something missing, but that's of course because the effects are not in. And there will be multiple effects, so wrinkles in the water, a stream from all of these openings, a stream from the faces. So lots of water will coming down. Yeah, the only thing I'm still not completely happy about are the trees. At least not the location of them, that they are sticking out of the volume. So let's get rid of them all. Do you guys have an idea for the trees? Where to place them to make them fit better with the fountain. Let's take a look. What should be? Because it needs to be green in, that's for sure. No. There is one other possibility. Yes, and therefore I likely need the bath again. Oh, edit. Come on, I want them to be the right texture. And not this weird one. Yes. What do we have here? How did they solve it? Yeah, I need these. But they basically look weird now. Because it's the planter material. And the planter material is not directly in the file. That's annoying. But I have them somewhere else. I have them... I don't have them here. Then... Ooh. Yes, what to do then? Because I need green inside. I need green, that's for sure. But I can place... Come on, stay in view. I can place 4 parts or 8 parts on these corners. That's an option. Or maybe without this thing I can give myself more space. So they can be the place I started. Forget one. Yeah, that is something that I don't like about this version of Blender. In the other one I could swap between views easily without losing my perspective or autograph view. And now constantly when I swap between them, he resets to perspective view. And that is something that's not that great about this version. I guess it's as easy as this one. Oh, Shift D, 7. Rotate 90 degrees. GX. And why not some of these ones in the other? Going up. 7. Big one there. Small one here. There we go. And then one small one in this level. There we go. Likely I think I have it. Or a taller pot in the corner of each pool. I mean pot. In these corners? Or right there? So call this 1. Let's call this 2. Just let me know what you think. Let's fix these ones as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taller than the pool, so going up you mean? Oh, now I get it. That's also an option. But I personally think that's too high because it will. Oh, you duplicate it. Yes, yes. Let's see what it does. Then you will hear. That will likely be a little bit too much. Maybe this is already too much. Ah, that's something to study on. No, bigger is better. Maybe just a little smaller, like this. Do we have something else to decorate this thing with? Do we have any fountain here? I guess then I have it. At least good to try out inside the editor. Yeah, I want to fix these as well. Shift D. Because I don't like these corners. And if we do it good. 0.1. And therefore, yes. 1. Scale it a little bit down. Then all these borders can be extruded. Like this. Put in. Oh, that's not what I hoped for. Serious? Is she that stupid? Because that's not what I asked for. Yeah. Okay. Then old school. Do it manually. 1, 2. Yes. And then from top view, we can take a look at how these ones look. Whoop. Okay. And merge these. 0, 0. Okay. Let's do them all again then. View. Unwrap from view. Unwrap from view. Let's see if we can get him all right now. Scale X -1. Move over to there. we go. Okay, there I'm again. Um, I was out for a few seconds. Basically, my dad was coming in, so I had to discuss a little bit. Um, Back again. Hopefully, sounds still okay. And this is then what I ended up with. Yeah, what I just did in a few seconds ago was fixing these corners. and it still needs to be a little bit different, and therefore drag this one to there and this one right there. There we go. That's it. Then I just see that these ones are a little bit off. Let's change it as well. Like this. Here too. Like that. And like this. Okay. That means the fountain, is it done? Not 100% done, but good enough for the stream. Just look right from all sides. It seems like not completely, but almost. Needs to be a little bit. This one needs to be a little bit translated. There we go. Yes. Now it should be in the middle. Yeah. And same counts for this one. Not 100% lined out. Here it looks okay, but it needs to be on this corner, and yeah. They have to adjust basically. Here it looks fine. This is a bit off. Yeah. Just the details right now. And let's see. One, two, and then the top part. And then we have it. Then the lady. Like this. That one, this one. 5, 7. There we go. Should be it. Yes. That means the fountain is ready. Ready to be implemented and coded for the streams. But that's something I'm gonna do outside the stream. Because coding is horrible to look at. And I'm not really a pro in the coding of this stuff. Just small change in this one. Yes. There we go. Maybe slightly this direction. Like this. Like that. Like this. Yeah, that's okay. Not everything needs to be perfectly aligned. Ah, this needs to be solved as well, but okay. Nah, let's do it the easy way then. There we go. Same here. Needs to change a small thing in this rectangle. Okay. Let's put it in render view then. Wow. Change the world setting a bit. Not that exposed. And I see that it starts to look weird, but that's due to Blender. So let's keep it on this one. And let's put it on world. So, there we go. The fountain is ready. Let's send it to P. Let's wait for his reaction. Copy. And send it to P. There he is, P. And let's see. Then I just go on. Nothing else to do. Let's do the pot. Hey, come on. There you go. This one. I don't want this section. This one needs to be gold. So let's do that. Which one is this one? That was the bath, I guess. Bath was material. Material. Okay. Oh. There we go. Edit. This is the bath. L. No. Festa. Temple of Festa. Yes, there we go. Yeah, that's okay. Rotate 90 degrees. And see if this one will work. Rotate 90 degrees back. G. And G. Scale I. Have it like this. And then the top as well. That will do it. Okay. Then I want to follow the same thing as this. So get rid of the entire middle part. Let's make a new one. Mesh, cube, skill. Oh. Cube. Mesh, cube. Let's see how big it needs to be. Something like that. Scale X. GI. Hey Destin. Good to see you around. Dropping in late, but always good to see someone getting in. Just started on a new building, on building a new model. So let's get back to it. This one we modeled during the previous time. We also took a look at Rome. So the first layout of this first city part and the sneak peek of how the inner city of Rome will look like with new pots, but also new railings. So this is just a concept, but I guess it says enough of how big our project is. I see you have a problem. I can't log in the game because after I click start game on the launcher, nothing happens. Boo. Let's see if someone is online. No. P is happy. That's always good. No. Both Wartie and as Geek are not online. Yeah, best to go to the help channel. Andy is around. Kevin is around. So they are likely they can help you. I'm sure. Set. That will be this thing, and then this. Okay. You can centralize each mesh moving the 3D cursor with Shift S to the center of mesh and then move. Yep. True. 100% true. Seems like you also know more about Blender. Ever worked with it then? With Blender? Or just tried it once? Because now I'm curious. Okay. Now I hope it's fine. And let's see what it does. Here. Material. Oh, it's been a while, but I usually played around with Blender. Yeah, a lot of things are changed in Blender in the new version. But again, with this version, Blender took a major step in the 3D world. So from being more like a starter program or how to call it, Blender was not in the professional business, or at least not as much as other 3D software. But with its latest version, yeah, it turned it around and it started to become way more professional due to the new engines, the new functions. So yeah, it is not that easy anymore to use Blender, but Blender itself became way more professional. One of the things that works way better now is I didn't try it, but I heard about the hair particle system, and yeah, the hair particle system is something very cool. but for the computer, it's horrible. Yeah, yeah, that's true, and that's always part of um, how interfaces start. Yeah, to be different, and you need to get used to it. Yeah, that's basically it, and you can't change it. That's what it is. And Blender has always been a program not that easy to start with, because there are so many things possible. Well, wow. Yeah, like this one. This interface, I don't like it as much, because if you want to set it in this one, then you can click around, but you can't select an object. And that was different in the first version, or 2.7. Let's see around what we're gonna do. First of all, let's fill it in. Maybe gold as well. F. Extrude inwards. Extrude downwards. And unwrap. Do we have, here we have a dirt texture. You will likely never see this, but okay. Again, we will never see it. What can we do about this to make it a bit more? What did they here? That's bushes. That should be vanity bush. Or vanity. What is it? Fan cap bush. One. No, this one. 3. And this one. We have this version. Let's take a look how these ones look. Yeah, very simple. Same kind of approach. Gold, push on top. We can do something like this to make it more interesting. So let's get rid of the signs then. Let's go in this one. And select inverse again. Oh, this one. And delete. Yep. Rotate 45 degrees. Oh. Yeah, I never work with these. I never reset them. I basically should do it, but yeah, I don't. Select inverter is something else selected. Yeah, no, not anymore. And then no, let's do it manually without this shit. Because this doesn't work. And here we have 2. 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shift D a little bit out. Shift S and move it right here. GX. L GI. Okay. And do. But do you want to try a layer 3? Because if you like to try, then you can always make a 3D object and show us your skills. This one. What is? No, of course. Here we go. That's why it was not working. And now it will. It's only the wrong direction. Skill I minus 1 then. Yep. Oh, it was right. Skill I minus 1. It needs to be like this. Yeah, Can we do another approach? Because it's stupid. We can do something with this. Let's go a bit over the top. Let's mess up the files. Let's do it all in one thing and regret it later on. This can be cool. Yes, like this. Then we need to cut it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up. Skill X 1. There we go. Let's try this out. I already like it more than the other version. 1. I don't remember. Oh, I do know a lot of things I didn't learn yet, or I don't remember. What I know, actually, I learned it on tutorials and just for fun. Yeah, that's the same as I did. So don't feel ashamed that something will not look perfect or that you have it a little bit different in mind. At least it's worth a try. Same as this one. Better than without. Yes, 100%. Okay, then the part below. What to do with that thing? This looks fine. This looks fine. Let's try something like this. What does this look like? This is not that bad. Only this one needs to be now different. L. What looks better? Here, there, or just... No, this... Wait a second. Z? Or is this is too much? Or not? Is it or isn't? No, I didn't. I did only means that if we do it like this, then these parts need to be white. No, the other one was better. But it's too much. And scaling this one is maybe also... this looks weird. Yeah, it's always like two levels. Like an inset, or what do they do here? Entirely inset into, yeah, needs to be an inset then. Like this. And then this entire section needs to be there. Down again. And then completely. Yes, something looks a bit off. No idea exactly which part. What do you think, guys? What looks off from this part? Because something does. In my opinion, it's the lowest section, but no idea what you guys think of it. Yeah, this one is the same, but still. I don't want that many colors in. I don't want this. Let's undo this, because it looks off. especially what I have in mind with the region. It will be completely full, but that cannot be done when this is still in. Let's try this. Yeah, again, this is better. Then no patterns. This looks fine to me. Maybe with something more where the leaves are, like red band or something like that. So yeah, that's a good one. Like a blue thing, thing. Let's try that at least. This one in. And then a blue band. Let's see how the normal Roman stuff is done. Arrow. Oh, arrow. Dark. Yeah, it will be way too much if this one is completely colored. What do we have more wonder than gate? Priest. Oh, level 1 peloton. Let's check, do we have another one? Ooh, something is going wrong with this one. No idea what. In level 1 Legionnaire. Let's see. Or we have this thing as well. Let's check this out. What does this do? Rotate, rotate 45. Oh, this is not that bad. And it's in more parts of Rome, also in the level 4 wall. $180. Yeah, the texture. You are good in this. Leo 3. No idea if I do it right, but yeah, I like the lion as well. I think the lion is an okay idea. And let's see what we can do with this one to make it a bit. Let's give it a better texture. What do we have here? What do we have in this one? Yeah, we have this, but that will not look right. What do we have in the bath texture? Bath. This one can do something. Yes, this is it. This is what I need. This part. Yeah, I know. So that means that I need this one to go up. This is how all the Roman stuff works. One. Down. This part as well. and then scale like this. There we go. And then I have to do the other ones as well. Again, the seams, mark seam, edge loops 3 and 4. Come on, select loops and mark seam, UV, mark seam, LL, new and wrap. Oh wow. Uh, let's do them apart. One, select loops, wrong one, loops, yes, UV mark seam, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, U and wrap. There we go. And let's move it. This is temple, sample as well. Temple La Festa, yeah, it will work. G and rotate 180. Scale. By the way, good to see you as well. Ace 9. I have seen you doing some PvP streams, so it's always good to see a relative new one coming in and enjoying the game as well. We can always use streamers to show how awesome the game is. Maybe I will do another one as well, PvP match, but there you can see that I suck completely. Hey, don't ask me, I have no idea when the new tournament will be. You have to ask P or Ardes maybe. Those are the guys who just organize the tournaments. Whoop. And let's this one, GX, and then those different. There we go. Yes, and then only some extra lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes. 90 degrees G. 90 degrees again. 0, 0, 0, and 0. GA. There we go. How does this look like? Better. In the corners. bottom is the grey border. These ones are okay now. What is wrong with these ones? G, G, that's too much. There we go. And here, SI0. Oh, that's wrong. Something is wrong in the UV. One, unwrap from view again then. And let's do it again. Like this. GX, GX, GI, and GI. And then for this one, yes, there we go. That's better. And then of course, yeah, the greenery, but do we have the texture? Let's take a look. Not in use. Textures. All shared can be the right one. All shared it will be, I guess. Yeah. All shared. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Oh, oh. Let's take a look. Diffuse image. E-drive, textures, all shared. Okay. Textures, all shared. Hey. Horrible. Didn't expect different. But this will do it. There we go. Something like this. For the Roman bush number 1. And then we need the circular version. That will already had an idea about, but now we have the models in. We can simply copy the idea. And that's, yeah. Not the one I hoped for. I hoped for a more white version. No. What does this one have? Something interesting or not? Not really. Horrible thing here. At least this one as well is okay. You are under Archer. No. Where are you? Under which one? Pillar, pillar, pillar. Yeah, okay. Weird. This one is okay. Let's see. One, two, three. And for this one, I can copy parts from this one maybe. Edit. Everything from this maybe delete it. Verticals. There as well. This thing as well. Delete. Okay. And then we need, why is this thing that misformed? Horrible thing. Guess there's something wrong, but okay. Let's make one by ourselves. Let's make a face. Very easy thing. Cursor to select it. And insert a circle. 8. Edit. There we go. 1, 5, 7. 7. G centralized like this. Okay, there we go. Hey, come on. This one. Set. What kind of shape do you want? First of all, this one needs to be gone. And this one needs to go down. There we go. Edit. GZ. Set. Set. Almost. Nope. Like this one. And then smaller. Like this. A little bit more elegant. Okay. This one needs a remodel. Same thickness as this part. Needs to do it for this one as well. Bit out of proportions. GZ. GZ. Too big. Don't know if I want it to be perfectly squared. Circular is better, nicer. Why is this thing so stupid? Oh, GZ. No, this is okay. And with the texture it will be fine. What do we do here? Slimmer. Can also be better. Let's do it slimmer. Yes. Edit, that means we need to start lower with a slimmer one. And then let's make a extension over there. GZ outwards. Oh. Not that much. Going up slightly and then yep. Okay. Oh, come on. A bit rounder. I need to get rid of this part. And then I need a kind of foot. That's one we need to remodel on. 1 E G. Like this, like this. Select edge loop. Oops. There we go. And then this one a bit more equalized, like this one. And this a bit bigger. G, oh, GI0. Oh, that was weird. GZ 0. GZ 0. And bit inwards. There we go. And we have the other. This one on top. Yeah. Here, select edge loops select edge rings, UV mark, and then delete this one face and the one, where are you? This one, delete face. You unwrap, and now we have way too many of these pieces. Rotate 90 degrees, overlap them all, 180, up, up, 180. And I guess this one needs a new texture, so we can send this one to chaos. LGX. Okay. Skill X 0. No, that's easy. That's not better. Set X, this is better. What do we have in here? Stupid stuff. Nothing useful. Let's give it at least a texture for now. In the path should be something. Let's place it on this one. Just for the idea that we have something. And then the material needs to be the bath. Material 1. Horrible, but that's the texture. No, I guess this needs to be another color. It's inside Wonder, can also be inside, oh, of course, inside material 1. And it's temple of Vesta. Edit, all, G, and make it like this one. G, 90 degrees, A6, S6. You are not in Vista. This is bath. This is bath. This is also not bath. Crafting hall. Oh, come on. Material. This is what I wanted. And you as well. No one will see you. There we go. And it's up to the others to make an awesome texture then. And also make the version with the cypress. Cypress. And there we go. I didn't make the textures. Some of them we already have, because these files, like for example this one, the hole was already somewhere hidden in the game, so that was very lucky for us that we didn't need to make basically everything for the Romans by ourselves. But if we look forward, and if we're gonna make more civilizations, then we need to make everything from scratch. So this civilization will go relatively fast compared to what is coming. So there we go. We have the entire set. And yes, if we make textures, and I do them in Photoshop, and Chaos does them in GIMP, I thought. Let's see. Yeah, Chaos uses GIMP. I just use this Photoshop because it's free student version. But it's only for as long as you are students. So there we are with the full set of um, pots, flagpole, and fountain. Then there is one thing that I'm gonna make as well, and that's the uh, baluster, if you call it like that. Yeah. Okay. Uh, guys, I will be back in 2 minutes. Have to feed the cats. So, see you in five minutes or so, maybe less. And back again. I don't know if that is something positive or just something negative. To say that someone is cute, okay. Let's go on. The last thing, the ballistas. And the ballistas will be very easy. Um, let's open the level 4 town center, or Genève, the laatste. Civil Roman buildings, town centers, level 4, downloads, town center in the converter, FBX, save, file, oh, it's here, file, import, FBX, and then buildings, oh, Celeste, Civil Roman buildings, town center, level 4. Okay, pin 01. Um, I'm gonna use ah, difficult one, difficult one. We'll use another one, but I can still now make it from scratch again. Therefore, I need this one will be fine. Shift D, edit. This one, and delete verticals and only keep this one. GX like that. And then I need, for example, this one. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And 4, Shift D, GX, GI, 5, 7. There we go. And scale X0, scale X0. Put off F, F, U unwrap. And this one is part of the bath texture. That's fine. Scale, scale. Where are you located? There. Rotate 90 degrees then again. G and G. There we go. Not a very easy thing. Don't want the borders to be that thick. G, a little bit less. And here as well. Still too much. This will help. And here as well. Yes, there we go. Better. Then as X, as I like that. G on top. And smaller and higher. Smaller. Smaller in either direction. Larger in I. GZ. L. GZ. There we go. And what should we do? Yeah, I don't want this thing. Let's get rid of it. One like that. GZ. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's put you just here. Because if I'm going to place this object for over 100 times in one SCN, so one scenario file, I just want them to be, yeah, not that overwhelming. That's the word I was looking for. Yes, okay. And then the crossbars, I guess. G, I, X. GX. This will do it. Okay. Put off. Oh. What? The wrong one. Oh, oh. There we go. 90 degrees. GX, GI, and let's copy these ones. Whoop. There we go, and down, and rotate Z 180. Merge by distance, and it should be now connected, as I hoped. Rotate, rotate, like this, GI, this is it, like this. One, and what will be the other? Yeah, like this. How much stuff needs to be in? This part, this one a little bit bigger than GX. There we go. Yeah, what I wanted. Edit. Looks a bit stupid, not that special, but in the end, in my opinion, very important. But it will likely be for the next stream. No idea if that's tomorrow or even today, later on the day. But it depends a bit on how fast I can get the code ready to get the object in the editor. What are you doing there? And for this one, the code will be very easy. That's undeniable. This is just such an easy thing. GX. Like this. And let's check if the textures are the same. The path. Oh. Path. Path. Okay. Curve. Full. Fen. Oh, what is it? Roman Deco then? Deco Vanity? Yeah. Castalia. And then this thing will be on top of that. Let's raise it a bit up. 10. 13. How does this match with each other? Quite well. Yeah, quite okay. That will do it. That will work out. Yep. Great. Get rid of this ugly thing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Appa. That's it. And get rid of this. Angel then means we have all of it ready. Edit. What the hell? Ah, let's keep it that way. Okay. That means I'm ready and done. Oh no, oh, almost. Forgot to change this thing. This one needs to be higher. Set G. The same as this one in its height. 1, 2, level 3. Yes, there we go. Okay, so what did we do today? First, the fountain. What still needs to be done are all the attachments, so all the streams, all the water, wrinkles. Then we did this thing. Then the other ones. The pole was already done. And at last we did the baluster. And that's basically everything needed to make a good start with Rome. So in the next stream I will likely do a mix of work in the editor and what else? Yeah, I need a second tower. So this is a kind of fortification camp tower, and I also need one which matches the art style of the houses, which will be placed next to all these cliffs, or wall cliffs, how we can call them right now. Completed one. There we go. Yeah, so the spots will be placed over here, and here in front will be the baluster, and then it's just a matter of adding bushes to the baluster to make it a bit more green. Maybe add some grass, another version of grass, another version. What do we have? Inside, oh no, maybe there. Maybe here we also have different grass. This is what I was looking for. You could place them inside the wall for a little difference in the wall. One there. These grasses are way too big. No, no, ooh, no, 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 no. This one doesn't work. So that, and then reverse. This one as well. Is the flagpole pole? It's not in. Flag. Only the Greek version and the other ones are in. Okay. That means this part is done for now. And if there are no comments in the chat, that means I will close the editor, close Blender, send it to P, and um, prepare the code. So thank you all guys for listening and participating in this stream, and see you next time in the Smurf streaming sessions. So goodbye guys.